Abominable. That's a fun word to say. I used to love the abominable snowman, so I like that word. It's fun to say.
My favorite word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Favorite word is fraught.
My favorite word is word because my full name is Catherine Word Davis.
Tedious. Jiggle.
Jiggle?
Yeah, it's a funny word, I guess.
Nice.
Serendipity.
Serendipity.
I like the word lugubrious just because it's fun to say.
Favorite word, pine cone.
Healing, because who doesn't want to like cure cancer or something? It's pretty cool.
Flying just seems really convenient because then I wouldn't have to wait at crosswalks for 3 years.
Super speed, because I'm always late to places and it'd be nice to be on time.
I would want to be able to, like, grant wishes. That'd be a pretty cool superpower.
Flying, because it would be really fun to fly and very convenient.
I would like to think that I would be like the Flash because it represents my anxiety.
So you would turn your anxiety into superpower.
You know, whatever works.
Super speed. Want to get places faster. Always wanting to get through traffic and get places a little bit quicker.
Probably to know everything so I could figure out the rest of them.
I would have the ability to read people's minds so that I know when they're lying to me.
Telekinesis, because I would be like Selena Gomez in Wizards of Waverly Place.
I mean, speedball is always good. ASP is always fun.
It's a more recent one, but it was when on our recent ski trip, I was taking a GoPro video going down the slope and Savannah falls and slides right behind me through the frame. It was pretty great. I saw the video.
My favorite youth memory is probably through the tutoring squad. Whenever we would go to and from 61st Avenue, we would have the most ridiculous conversations ever and sing really stupid songs, and it was kind of like a level of hysteria went over us, and it was fabulous, and I will always remember that.
And Hallie Pitts, it was me, Lily, Sharon, Hallie Pitts, and we were on ski trip, and Hallie Pitts was wearing a backpack, and me and Lily go to get off the ski lift, and her backpack, or Hallie's backpack, got stuck on the ski lift, and so we get off and we look over, and she's like being like dragged like that way, and she's like, help! And she also has a speaker, and it's like blaring rap music, so it was even funnier.
2 years ago, night skiing on the ski trip with Matt Ward. It was just really cool. It was like 9 o'clock and we were still skiing, and the trails cleared up and everything, and it was fun. We were getting up and down the hills fast, and it was pretty night.
We played Gaudiamus right, like all the way through, and it was great. And then Hank threw a mallet, I guess, in celebration, but it was fun.
I don't know if I have a specific one, but it has to be like one of the ones where we're all together and we're just like sitting around talking, like the last night of ASP. Is always a really good time.
I don't know, it's really hard to choose. I would say one of them would be my first choir tour when we went to Chicago and we went to the pier and we got to ride all the rides and then we saw fireworks. That was really fun. And then the fall retreat my junior year at Nakomi.
Ooh, probably Dylan's sleeping bag. We'll just leave it there.
Probably going on ASP my sophomore year. I mean, nothing specific about it, but just going, and that was my first mission trip, and that was a really cool experience.
I'm gonna miss having a place to come and be with some friends and some people that I might not normally be with, get to hang out with, and have a place to come talk about faith and, you know, just kind of open up with some people about some topics like that.
Just all the different people I don't get to see at school and stuff. Just a good group of people.
Oh, probably the bonds. I love these people. Like it's gonna suck being away from some of y'all.
Just some of you.
Just some.
Not you, Anna.
Can Jam, and I guess all of the wonderful people involved.
I think I'm just gonna miss the community the most. I mean, I've been here my entire life, and I I come to church on Sundays and I know everybody and everybody is smiling, and it's just a place where I can come and be myself and be happy, and I'm gonna miss having that place.
No matter how often or how little I go to Calvary or how little I go to youth, I'm always welcomed back with open arms, and everyone's genuinely interested in me and my life and what's going on with it.
The community and just the family that it has.
Community and all the people I met here.
I'm going to miss definitely the community and the feeling that you can 100% be yourself in any situation, and I never felt, like I was judged for being me, and I can't say that about other places.
Well, it's a new one. It's definitely Rico Tisha kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that.
The one about me spilling sweet tea in the paint that happened 3 or 4 years ago. At some point during the course of the night, we were playing gotcha, and someone spilled a cup of sweet tea onto the goal, and I heard about that during church ball games and at youth almost every single night for the next 3 years. So.
Okay, I really like this one, but I don't know if I can say it. The dip it.
Try it again.
From what?
Do it again.
Yeah, dip it. Okay,
Is that a Hankism?
it's like ours
This is how
from
you say
dip it.
like that.
Really hardcore country.
Yeah. I could only think of the pointing one, but I also like on ASP when we introduce ourselves. It depends on how many people are there, but like the whatever degrees of croissant.
Solid.
It's a cool one.
We bought a zoo. We bought a zoo. We bought giraffes. We bought giraffes.
Okay, so I have two, and this one is a recent one from choir tour where Maddie goes, "I'm so ugly." Like, I think about that all the time. I just relate pretty heavily. And there was one, my first choir tour in Savannah, where me and Sarah Cruz were like slap happy, and Sarah Cruz was like biting me, and I just distinctly remember saying like, "Stop beating my elbow, you cannibal."
There are a couple. There's always the We Bought a Zoo. That's a good one. And then I was thinking, this is recent, but our lights show at the Reds game where we flashed our lights at other people and they started flashing back.
James Murphy's gonna be so happy.
The same ASP with Dylan's sleeping bag, but he had a knife, I swear.
Yota or Ready for Anything.
I don't know if this was, I guess, on ASP. In my group, I guess I was pretty good at taking out the trash, so it got the nickname Trashy. John was nice enough to give me that one, so that was pretty funny.
John's really good at building people up.
Oh yeah, no, my self-esteem was great.
Oh, okay. I love the like sparkly stars, it's like the 3 little stars. Oh, it's so cute. It's great. It can go with anything. Oh, you look so good. Sparkles.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite emoji is this one. I like that one. I use it a lot. Use it as goodbye, hello, sweet, I agree, anything. It's kind of open for interpretation.
I mean, the poop emoji with the eyes.
Hey, you gotta act it out. I said that before.
Just get like,
Let me zoom out here, hang on.
just be like, I mean, if I was brown, kind of like swirls around like ice cream, but
Alright, that's good.
it's poop.
That's good.
Sparkle. I feel great today. Sparkle.
I think I would be the one of like where they're going like that. It's like a hair flip one.
Thumbs up.
You have to create a text where you would give that to me.
The yes girl hands. Those are my favorite. The yes girl.
The little party horn with the confetti coming out, because it's always, you use it when you're celebrating, which is exciting.
So send me a text where you use that emoji.
Congratulations on getting through VBS week. Confetti.
There we go.
Act it out. I like the whale. So like either the water or just like.
So you
Probably the face, like where it's just kind of. Like that.
Now, I made everyone else do this. Send me a text where you'd use that face, that emoji.
I'm running 5 minutes late.
A grapefruit spoon, because I really like grapefruits, and the spoons are so underappreciated, but they're so useful.
I can't see John Mielek, but I know he's shaking his head, yeah.
He is.
A mashed potato masher, no doubt, because I have a deep appreciation for mashed potatoes, and they don't get enough credit for all the wonderful work they do.
Toaster oven, because it does everything, and it is the greatest of kitchen appliances.
Probably a Keurig, because everybody loves the smell of coffee, and I like coffee. It's nice.
Ooh, either a George Foreman grill or a Ginzu knife.
I think a juicer, because I like juice.
I want to be an ice cream scooper. I love ice cream. I think they're extremely underrated. Families often don't have many of them, but I would definitely want to be an ice cream scooper. It's always happy.
Be your refrigerator, because it's the most functional. You got to keep your food to where it's edible. You won't die.
But normally people say because I'm cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Said I'd be a nutcracker because I mix nuts.
Yeah.
I would be a NutriBullet because you got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some antioxidants, some vitamins put together, mix it up, and it's a party. And I really relate to that on a spiritual level.
It's just been a good place to come and open up, talk about God, talk about faith with other people that I'm not necessarily alike, hear different people's kind of perspectives on it, who are going through different things, and get to be with other people who, I might not normally associate myself with or be able to hang out with outside of church.
It has shown me how we can question some things and still be accepted as who we are, and it's just such a great group to grow in faith with.
Just been a good cornerstone to have. Always enjoyed coming here. Youth group's always been fun. Lots of great people here.
I definitely feel that Calvary has given me a very open-minded view on religion in the way that I am able to question and doubt and engage in deep conversations about things that I feel uncomfortable about or that I'm not sure about, and through that it has strengthened my relationship with God and given me a more personal view on my spirituality.
It's taught me that it's okay to question things and not be sure about certain things and talk about it.
It's definitely made my faith stronger, not just because I of the lessons that we have, but because I'm able to ask questions and then they're answered almost directly, or I have support to lean on.
Calvary has helped me grow in my personal faith, and it helps me be more concrete in what I believe and making my own decisions about religion and God.
It's made me think about just all the different ways that people approach faith, and that there isn't any really one right way. It's just whatever they want to do, however they want to go about it, that's their right way.
Calvary, and especially the youth group, has changed my faith from being something that I'm just told, Jesus loves you, God loves you, this is faith, to being something that I can stand on and something that's my personal belief rather than just other people's. And I'm able to, it's something that I can believe in and now go out and be confident in and share, because I've learned what it means and what it means to me.
Going to a Christian school, it's a very different faith-based community, and it's really interesting for me to experience both kinds, and they both kind of play off each other, and I really loved the way Calvary worshiped.
Just don't do what you think is cool. To branch out more, to think about your future self.
I would tell myself to let loose a little bit and to remember that to effectively help other people, you have to learn to love and help yourself first.
Probably don't wear that. I would wear a Juicy Couture tracksuit and like Uggs. Really bad look.
Just do good. There's peace in the world. You can help bring that to people.
Panic and hope for the best.
I guess to not compare my faith or just myself in general to everyone else's, because everyone's in a different place.
I would tell myself to chill out. I was so tightly wound. I thought if I didn't get something just right, the world would end. So
I would say to never be afraid to love people, to love things, to love places, and love it so much that when you're gone, you're going to miss it, but so that you can come back to it.
Just keep an open mind. Definitely don't slack off on ankle PT. Yeah, that's a big one.
Going into 7th grade, I would tell myself to come to Calvary faster because we didn't come for a few more years. I was kind of losing my faith a little bit in middle school and getting older and friend groups changing and all that stuff. And when I got to Calvary, it settled down a little bit more, and I was able to find a good group of people and, kind of not get lost in the crowd. So I would tell my 7th grade self to get here faster. I'd want to hear that I lived a good life. I did it how Jesus would have, how he wanted me to do it, that I helped people, I enjoyed myself, and that I don't know, I kind of did it by example, maybe laid a good example for others.
I feel like I'm kind of copying Addison Pons for this, but I just want him to be like, you can quote Vines all the time and everyone will know what you're talking about. It's not just you.
I want to walk the stairs of heaven to the golden door and open it and have God and everybody I love jump out from heavenly furniture and say, surprise, you made it.
Welcome. That's all I got.
Okay.
Just so long as it isn't, oh, you're here.
And he's proud of me.
Nothing. There's just going to be this smile. It's just going to be like,
I want him to tell me where my dogs are.
You finally died. What happened?
Just a welcome home. I'm glad you did it. A little pat on the back. That'll be very nice.
You're in.
You made it.
Yep.
All right, anything else?
That's all.
Chris or John?
Chris.
All right, good.
Because he's sitting right here.
Yeah.
But
I'll
Chris.
just edit it out, yeah.